There are so many ghost stories at William and Mary, but it's kind of a thing where you don't really know how many there are unless you have a map like this to kind of consolidate all of the different stories. The map is more just for William and Mary students to share their specific experiences that they've had. The number one place, no surprise, is Tucker. I would say that Tucker is probably the most haunted or infamously haunted place on campus. If you zoom out on the map, it's just like tons of dots just in that one place, and it looks kind of concerning. But the other place that I didn't realize was also a hotspot was actually Hunt Hall. There's actually a lot of activity on the second floor there, which is very interesting. Apparently Hunt used to be a hospital, and it's said that it's the ghost of a girl patient that passed away inside the hospital. And the really interesting thing about it is one person submitted a response that basically said that her mom kind of senses things about buildings, and she took her to Hunt, and she said, yeah, on the second floor, there's a girl who passed away here when she was a patient. And every single entry is on the second floor. The Wren building has been used for classes since 1695, I think. So obviously Wren has a hotbed of activity. It's been used as a hospital 2 times, once after the Battle of Yorktown and once after the Battle of Williamsburg in the Civil War. So it's seen a lot of people pass away there. There's a crypt underneath it. So, you have entries of students going in there and hearing footsteps, seeing things in the windows. Classes are disrupted by sounds of footsteps overhead. It's just a lot of weird stuff happening in Wren. The Brafferton, too, it used to be a school for Native Americans, which was pretty awful. More than a school, it was just a place to kind of beat Western civilization into these poor boys. So people have reported seeing lights flashing inside. I know on my ghost tour, it said that you could hear footsteps, the sound of drums, the sound of scratching on the doors and whatnot. The other place that has quite a bit of activity is said to be PBK. I'm not in the theater department, but a lot of people have said that there are a lot of different spirits of theater students and theater directors that have passed in there. Something about seeing a dress in the audience that's inflated as if someone's in it, watching people rehearse after hours and whatnot. There's a lot of activity just kind of everywhere on campus, I would say. One of the coolest things about the ghost stories on campus is that they reflect every part of William and Mary's history. There's a ghost story for every single part. During the Revolutionary War, the Sunken Gardens was used as kind of like the camp where people would come and they would get trained by Patrick Henry before being sent off to George Washington's army. I mean, it wasn't sunken back then, but it was that area. So today it's said that you can hear soldiers there or the sounds of fifes playing and stuff like that. And then Civil War stuff, it said that you can see soldiers inside the Wren building. And then obviously with the more modern stuff, unfortunately, William and Mary has a history of not too great mental health. And I think a lot of that energy and that concern with mental health has transformed into ghost stories, specifically surrounding Tucker. Every part of William and Mary's history has some sort of ghost story attached to it. So I definitely think William and Mary is unique in that regard. I will update the map for as long as people keep submitting their ghost stories. And I really feel like there will never be any shortage of ghost stories on campus. I think it's just a matter of finding the people who have them.